For me it was an amazing experience to discover some parts of me that I didn't know I had. I never did anything with a film or creative things before. I finished economics, so it doesn't have to do anything with the film.
And what is the Nile to Egypt?
Life.
Absolutely, a life giver. So this photographer says in his opening picture, here we are looking at the life giver of a nation.
There is a lot of work in front of us. We have to work on ourselves, on the pessimism that we are going through, because it's very popular in my country to say like, yeah, I'm going to Germany, I'm going to live outside, I can't wait, we just have to leave the country. Youth activism is opening those doors that we thought it would be, that they were closed.
He photographs landscapes or cityscapes. He photographs the things of a culture, like the hieroglyphs or tools that people use. And he photographs wonderful portraits, and sometimes group portraits. And out of those pictures, he constructs a very rich and deep and moving image of culture.
TCFT was unselfishly giving us opportunities, materials, knowledge to express ourselves, to work on our dreams. Only through activism we can accomplish something. I'm studying in Vienna. To return to Tuzla, my hometown, I must travel for hours and hours. When we approach the last hill, I become so excited to see the largest chimneys in the world. As they come closer, I become even more excited. It's a moment of relief when I see they are still standing like guardians of my city. I just gave an example of the TCFT because it was my best project that I've ever been.
He was a communist. He was showing the common humanity of everybody. And he did it so beautifully. He never talked about it. He just showed it. I learned a lot about storytelling by looking at his books. If you just set up an inquiry, what am I looking at? What am I seeing? What is this telling me? And then you get to this picture, and you think he's very empathetic. And you start seeing that other people have done this. This is part of the visual vocabulary. You look at other people's work, but it will also help you in the root of storytelling.
My movie is the point of view of a young person trying to figure out in a poetic way, so the point of view of young people over the world they live into. But obviously I'm coming from a different story, I'm coming from a different perspective, so my way of telling this story is slightly different.
Being young allows me to have moments of naive happiness, a happiness that fills my lungs with deeper breaths. Inspirations not wasted, not a whisper of them. The lightness fills me with energy for fleeting moments and tells me again that I must smile. For after all, I remember this is the season of sunflowers. Wandering to stretch, to express and enlarge, and live and breathe and grow and commit mistakes and fail and fall.
So how I feel about young people here in Bosnia and Herzegovina is that we don't get a lot of opportunity to express ourselves as individuals, as who we are in terms of what we like, how we feel about things, what really makes us happy and what really unites us other than belonging to a particular ethnic group, but who we actually are. There's not enough platform for us to express ourselves. We really need this sense of common belonging, and a lot of people have been leaving the country simply because they felt like their potential was being wasted here.
Došla su mi djeca na Bajram i mi smo pili kafu. U međuvremenu počelo se pucati. Moja ćerka otišla, Nera je otišla sa ćerkom koja je bilo 4,5 godine. Nera je imala tada 30 godina. To je bilo da se bježi kud je kud mogao. Ona se toliko uplašila za dijete i počele su već da idu izbjeglice da izlaze iz Sarajeva. I ona je nekako ugrabila da je ušla u jedan autobus koji je vozio, pobjegla je sa malom tom Deni od 4,5 godine. Sejo bio muž, mislim da je otac Nerin, jako bolestan, bolovo je imao je operaciju želuca. On je već bio na smrti skoro kad je otišao, ona njim sama. I on je umro i kad je on umro, Nera se javila da je stigla u Čehoslovačku u Prag.
I feel that through changing the story, I started having a completely different perception of myself, firstly, who I am, who I was, to start questioning what I really want from life. Is this making me happy or not? Because at the end of the day, that's really important.
In Kosovo, 6 years ago, we didn't have any place to go. You just have cafeterias and you just drink coffee and smoke cigarette and just do nothing with your time.
When I think of Termakis, I think it's a place when you can have opportunities and you can have also a place when you can get knowledge and also experiment what you have, but also combining those two together to create something new for the society and your community as well.
I really see the connection between Kosovo and Bosnia and Herzegovina after watching the film, the documentary about the young people there and about their activities. I see the connection because we were and we are still probably in a similar situation here, because people are so passive. People think that, yeah, I can't change anything. I should drink coffee all day, or I should just waste my time thinking that I'm not worth of the try, or that my voice doesn't count. It definitely inspired me, because I think they are slightly in a worse position that we are, and because as I understood we have Schengen, and they don't, and then that makes them in a worse position, but still there is hope. They showed hope.
Thermokes, we want to decentralize culture and teach people cultural management. How we do that is by having a clubs platform, which started at the beginning of Thermokes. The first club was the music production club, which started screening at Thermokes. Staff members don't decide what's happening, but they just need to channelize Thermokes' resources for other people to do their activities. Here's my shoulder, you can lean on me. Here's my shoulder, you can lean on me.
It's wonderful that they activated themselves. They thought, yeah, it's possible. Let's unite. Let's do meaningful things. Let's dance. Let's make creative work. I think it's great that they spoke about that. They're aware of things that should be changed, and they will change them in that way.
At the moment I saw the Thermokes film, I thought to myself, why don't we have this in my hometown as well? Because obviously we do have places that we could use for something like this, where we could gather, where we could just have fun, where we could do some creative things, where we could express ourselves in all the ways that we always wanted to, without being judged, and to be completely equal with each other and to feel supported in this whole process. I think it would be a great idea to have something like this. As far as my experience with the TCFT goes, I met a lot of brilliant young people, and they have all been talented in so many different ways, and the days that we spent in the UK were very special because it felt so free. It felt so free. You could just express yourself in any way you wanted. At the same time you were learning, at the same time you were growing, and at the time you maybe don't really realize it, but after some time it gets to you. And now when I look back, for me this period was probably the most free that I ever felt, really. And when I talked to the rest of the people who were working with their films, they share the same view. We wish we could go back to that time and just feel so free and just express ourselves.
I think that what was really good about the opportunity of encounter between TCFT and Thermokes was to see a mirror of two same things, because they both come from the idea that community can help the community and people can support people feeling better. TCFT is doing that through arts and through reaching out to people, going to people and finding those people who are in need, young people with difficult background, difficult economic situation, disability, and all those kind of things that society will tell you that are making you less than the normal citizen. And TCFT is coming to you, giving artistic tool to analyze better your value, your ideas, the value of your ideas, and to affirm that in a beautiful way.
Here's my show. She's been amazing. She's done so much for us to be here. Take my hand, come and walk with me. I think she can do that. Woo! Here's my shoulder, you can lean on me. She's amazing. Take my hand, come and walk with me. Here's my shoulder, you can lean on me. Take my hand. Somebody special, yeah? This man I've come to, I think he's very awesome.